Welcome back to my channel, Danite's Electrical Services, and today I have a video demonstration for you. In today's video, I will show you a video demonstration of how to change or how to connect a two-way switch. But before we get into it, I must warn you that working with electricity is very dangerous, and it is always recommended to get a trained or certified electrician to carry out electrical work. With that being said, let's just get into it. So the first thing we will discuss is what are the tools that you need to change a light switch. Okay. The first thing you need is a flathead screwdriver. This is a flathead or terminal screwdriver, and you will also need a Phillips screwdriver. As you can notice, mine is a 2-in-1, so I have that and one screwdriver. Next thing, you will need a wire stripper. If you don't have a wire stripper like this, it's okay. A knife is fine. If you don't have a knife like this, a regular kitchen knife will also work. The next thing you'll need is a pliers, preferably a Birdbeak pliers. Okay guys, these are the main tools you will need to change an electrical light switch. The first thing you will need to do is to ensure that your circuit is power off. How will we do that? Well, if you have a circuit breaker finder, you can use the circuit breaker finder to find the specific breaker that light is on, right? So how this works is you'll screw this in the light circuit that you're changing the switch for, and then you'll use this device to find that breaker and turn it off. If you don't have any of these devices, don't worry. You can just turn off your main breaker, and that should kill the power in the entire home or the entire circuit that you're working on. So I'll just show you how we'll go ahead and turn off the main breaker. So come. Okay, so this is our breaker panel right here, and this would be our main breaker. Your main breaker is normally at the top left in your breaker panel, and it is normally the double pole breaker with the highest amperage. As you can see, this 50 amp double pole breaker is currently the one with the highest amperage, so it is our main breaker. It is currently in the on position, so you're just going to go ahead and turn it in the off position. So you can just go ahead and do that, and that will kill the circuit in your entire home or office or wherever you're working. Okay, so our main breaker is now off. What you want to do next is go ahead and double check to see if there is power still in the circuit. You can use a non-contact voltage tester to do that, but no worries if you don't have one of these. If your light was initially working, you can just turn it on, and if it is off, you know that your circuit is no longer energized. So we're going to go ahead and just change our light switch. So come with me. Okay guys, so the next step is to remove our switch cover. My switch cover is now removed, and I know that this is my two-way switch, so I'm just going to go ahead and use my Phillips screwdriver to take my two-way switch out. Now that my switch is out, I'm just going to go ahead and remove the wires from my old switch. On this switch, I'm going to show you how to connect that two-way switch. So you're going to notice that you have 3 points of connection, or should I say 4 if you take into consideration the ground or earth. This ground or earth we will not connect because it is already connected to the metal box that we will screw the switch onto. So the switch will be earthed when we screw the switch in place, so we don't have to connect it to this earth. But if you are using a plastic box, you definitely need to earth the switch itself. So how do we connect this switch with our 3 wires? Okay, first I must demonstrate to you how does a two-way switch work. A two-way switch, a single two-way switch cannot work on its own. It also needs another two-way switch to work in collaboration with it. How that two-way switch work is I can turn my light on or off at this point, and I can also turn it on and off at another point, right? These 2 wires are called my travelers, right? Travelers, normally the most common colors for traveler is blue. Some people might also use yellow for their traveler. This is my line coming in, which is my red wire. You will also notice that your line coming in can also be black, or you can also notice that your line coming in can also be brown. But based on this color code that I have right here, I can see that my line coming in is red. If you was using the black and white color code, you know that the line coming in would be your black. If you were using the brown and blue color code, you know that the line coming in would be brown. Okay, so back to our switch. These 2 points here, we will use them as our traveler, right? So these 2 points will connect our 2 travelers, and it will also connect the 2 travelers and our other switch at the next point. This is our line coming in, and it will connect to this 3rd spot right here, this 3rd screw right here. So if we connect the line right here to this point, that means our other switch will connect the load. The load is the one that will go to the light receptacle. If the line was connected here on the other switch, that means our load will be connected right here on this switch. So we're just going to go ahead and connect our 2 travelers. If your wires weren't already stripped, now would be the right time to strip your wires and use the pliers to twine it. You will use your pliers to twine it and then cut it if it is too long. But ours is already cut. Ours is already cut, so there is no need to cut it again. We're gonna go ahead and connect our line. And then you just go ahead and insert your switch back in and screw your switch in place. So our switch is now in place. So the next step is to put our switch cover back on. So we are going to go ahead and put our switch cover back on and screw them in. After we put our switch cover back on, then we can go ahead and power our circuit back on and turn on our switch and check to ensure that everything is working just fine. So there you have it, guys. This was another video brought to you by Danai's Electrical Services. And for more videos like these, electrical related videos, please feel free to subscribe to my channel, Danai's Electrical Services. Thank you very much.